channel. Today, well, first and foremost, I haven't seen you guys in a while. So if you're new here, welcome. My name is Tiana. This is Life with Tiana. I just do a lot of vlogging, just showing my life, the fun things that we do. I also have an Instagram page where I post just a lot of inspirational things and pictures of my family. And then I also have a blog, Tiana Times 3 Boys, where I like to call it journaling, about different things that I go through, different things that I think will help others and stuff like that. So today I am here to discuss this book here. Okay, this is called The Power of a Praying Wife. It's by Stormy Amartian. I'm not sure how to pronounce the last name, so please forgive me. But I got this book from one of my best friends. She actually surprised me and delivered it to me. And from the front to the back cover, I just think it was so awesome. So here is my review. Okay, so first and foremost, I love how the book kind of, let me fix myself up, y'all. Okay, there we go. I love how the book kind of outline the content, the chapters, as far as what it's going to discuss. So for example, there's different types of prayers for your husband. And she goes into detail as to why having specific prayers is important. Oh, and also, I'll throw in this here. I'm not quite married yet. We are engaged, but I would recommend this book to girlfriends, anybody that's in a relationship and you're a praying person and you believe in the power of prayer. I just think that this is an awesome book for anyone who's in a relationship. So anyways, move this up a little bit. So you can see it has the different chapters as far as what she's gonna talk about. I love how in the very beginning of this book, she talks about the power of prayer and how it's just so important, and how God really wants us to lean on him. He doesn't want us to put our trust in our husbands. He doesn't want us to put our trust in ourselves completely. He wants us to lean on him. So I like how she brought that up in the beginning of the book. Also, this is what took me by surprise, y'all. The very first chapter of this book is titled His Wife, right? His wife. And she lets you know, like, in the beginning, don't think that this book is going to change your husband. Don't think that, you know, he has all the problems and you're perfect. No. I love how she started it off with, you need to come to God with a clean heart. You cannot pray for your husband with a hard heart. You have to tell God to work on you first, because again, we're not perfect. We're all flawed. So I love how she started it off with that and just letting people know, you know, this is not a book to change your husband. It's a book talking about the power of, you know, how prayer really works. And, you know, if you tried everything, you need to lean on God now. He is the main source. You need to lean on him. So I really liked how she started off with that. I also like how she, like I said, with the different chapters, she includes different things. And this is not a talk down book about husbands. So let me just say that. This is not a talk down book at all. This is a book that lets you know that marriage is challenging. It's fulfilling, but it's challenging. Why? Because none of us are perfect. All of us are flawed. And we all change, right? We all evolve. We're not the same 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 15 years from now, in our 20s, in our 30s, in our 40s. You evolve, you grow. Your experiences teach you things that you apply to your life, and you grow for the better. You grow to be a different person. So with that being said, you have to continue to pray over your relationship. So yeah, if you are a praying person, if you are a believer, I would definitely recommend this book. It's so awesome, and it's a book that you keep going back to. You know, you don't put it down and just read it and say, oh, I'm done. This is a book that you continue to keep with you. This is a book that, oh, also let me mention this. She also has these things called power tools. I don't know if you guys can see it or if it's flipped over, but she also has these things called power tools where it's scriptures at the end of every chapter that applies to whatever you were referencing. So for example, his walk, you know, talking about his walk through life and things like that. So at the end, it'll have a prayer, a specific prayer, and you can even add in, she'll have sections where you can, while you're speaking the prayer, you add in your husband's name or whoever. Like I said, I would recommend this book for fiancés, girlfriends, whoever. If you're a believer in a prayer, I would recommend it. But it has power tools that apply to whatever she's referencing. So if you are on the chapter of temptation, there's different scriptures for that. If you're on the chapter of affection, it's different scriptures for that. So I really like how she applied to everything about this. You know, applied all of those scriptures, the prayers. It's very intentional, this book. So again, read it in its entirety, but have it at your nightstand, have it on your dresser, because this is a book that you can just keep with you, continue to pick it up, be specific about your prayers, and so on and so forth. So yeah, I really liked it. So this is my first book review. I hope you guys stay tuned for more because I will be doing more. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed. Bye.